Good day from Legoland, California. It looks like the sun's finally come out. It was forecasted to be cloudy all day. We're here for three reasons. One, the Bugatti Chiron, life-size Lego Technic car, is now here in California. They just brought it here, and it actually drives, so we'll definitely check that out. The second reason we're here is the Star Wars Lego Miniland will be leaving for good January 6th, so we want to take a look at it before it's gone. And lastly, it's Christmas, so we're going to find decorations and characters and see what all they have. Let's get in the park and check it out. You'll see they have characters set up near the entrance for Christmas. I think they call it Brixmas here. I haven't come here often, but it is a very quiet day, judging by the entrance. As a reminder, in the minifigure market is where they have their pick-a-brick wall. I believe there's at least one other in this park, but here's what the first one is. Kind of funny to see they've given the dinosaur thing a Christmas hat, but it's not made of Legos. You think it would be. You can get your photo with Santa and two reindeer, made entirely out of Lego. You can enter the Sea Life Aquarium from inside the park or outside of it. Just a nice detail on these areas where you can sit. They have Lego bricks. This is really neat. They have a complete setup of a lot of the Christmas sets they've sold over the years. Like, I have the fire station, they've got the train, but some of these look completely unfamiliar to me, like this one with the bus. That's really neat. I think maybe it's an older one. I've never seen it before. And this one with the huge tree. Very neat stuff. Here it is. This might be the coolest car I've ever seen. So as you can see, this is built mostly entirely out of Lego. Obviously the wheel is real. Again, this car is fully drivable. This is amazing. Here's a look at the inside from the right. Look at the door handles on there. Those must be functional because the car, again, is drivable. You can go in there and drive this car. Like how it even says Bugatti on the brake. Mention it, but at all times they have either an employee or security guard watching the car, because at this point it's not just a model that can sit, it's really a museum piece. I do wonder if the spoiler in the back actually goes up and down, because in the Lego Technic set it does. There's a key you could put it in and it will raise it. Even the engine sounds really nice, but I like that they have the Bugatti logo in silver Lego bricks. Here's an interactive screen where you can do some things with it. I'll try it out here. So the headlights, you'll see the headlights come on, high beams. I can't see the brake lights. We got that, hazard, interior lights. So this touch panel lets you interact with the car. So here's some information about the car they built. The Bugatti Chiron is the world's fastest production car, but this Lego one has over 1 million pieces, and the motors are actual Lego motors. 2,304 motors were used, and 4,032 Technic gear wheels. And this car can go over 30 kilometers an hour. Now right next to it is the Technic Chiron that kind of inspired them to build the full-size one. I actually have this one at home. It's a very fun build, but this one is $350. That is amazing. So that's inside the big Lego store, which I usually hit on the way out in case I buy anything. I'll look at more stuff in the store at the end of the video. I just wanted to go in there real quick to check the car out. This confused me walking up here. I thought it was a real bird. Wonder why it's there. It's kind of odd. I'm not sure how that giraffe is ever going to get his head out of there. I still find this Technic T-Rex really funny. I mean, this is super classic Lego. You'll even see on the tiny Technic pieces there, they even have like the studs on the end like the older versions of that piece used to have. Over in Miniland, they've decorated the Capitol building. Take a look at that tree and the giant Santa. Looks really nice, and they even have like a little choir over there. And there's kids meeting Santa. Here's a look at the Star Wars Miniland, which unfortunately is leaving January 6th. It's kind of small though. Each section is a different planet. So you've got Hoth here, Tatooine, Mustafar. I see Genosis over there, JQ. We'll go around and look at them, but I wonder why they're getting rid of it. It's not like they could really fit anything else here unless they're doing more of just regular Miniland stuff. Maybe it's licensing stuff? I have no idea. It just seems kind of odd. See, here I was thinking they would add stuff from Rise of Skywalker. I guess not. Republic gunship taking off. Of all the things here, the downed Star Destroyer might be my favorite, because it's cool to see something being built from the ground up to be destroyed, to look like it's been destroyed, and you've got the inside section as well. Here is something I need to try someday because it is a known Legoland favorite. Speaking of Legoland favorites, this is one of mine, Night Smokehouse. Just delicious food. Really everything I've had at Legoland has been incredible. Highly recommend the food here. Here's another pick-a-brick wall in the dive shop, which is the exit to the submarine ride. This is kind of strange to see. This whole area is closed. That floating rock back there kind of reminds me of Pandora. All of these rides closed. I must say, I haven't seen a lot of Christmas decorations yet, but in Funtown they've got music, lights, plants. Well, this is interesting. They've got a massive Christmas tree here, made out of Legos. However, I must point out they are made of Duplo, so it's not really quite as many pieces as, say, the Bugatti, but still impressive nonetheless. What series of events transpired for this to happen? Definitely gonna have to go in and do the factory tour. A lot of fun. I found Waldo. Look at that. It's fun to try and guess who some of these are supposed to be. A whole wall full of them. 2.5 million Lego bricks are made per hour. What? They've got some really interesting facts in here. There are 102,981,500 ways to combine 6 of those standard 8-stud bricks together. This machine's sole purpose is to put wheels on. There they go. Done. They've got a snowman out here in front of the urban kitchen. I'm not entirely sure what he's holding though. I do love looking in the Funtown kitchen at some of the classic Lego sets they have, such as this one here, one of the first introductions to like Technic type pieces. I like that they have the year as well. This one you can see is 1995. This one I remember, this is 1990s, just says 1990s because they may have re-released it. This guy is pretty funny. And then we take it back to the 1950s with wooden toys, because that is how Lego actually started. Wooden toys. It was interesting when it came with not just Lego pieces, but extra things like this mat, these trees, and little toy cars as well that aren't made of Lego. Look at this Rice Krispie treat and those marshmallow sticks. Actually, all of these desserts look really good. In the urban kitchen, they have the spicy shrimp fettuccine. This is the first thing I ever had at Legoland, but that was like over a year ago, and I really liked it. I want to try it again and see if it's as good. Tell you what, they've got no shortage of hot sauce or hot things. Alright, and here we are. This doesn't look like much. This was actually $14.92, a little bit pricey. Again, made fresh. I remember it being so good, though, that it's probably worth it again. Let's find out. Alrighty, let's see how this is. It's very hot, so hopefully I can eat it right away. Get a little bit of everything. Just gonna try the noodles first with the sauce. Yeah, this is really good here. Everything I've had at Legoland has been fantastic. Now, I haven't gone and gotten like stereotypical stuff like burgers and pizza and all that. I would like to try it someday and see if it's the same quality as this stuff. I'm hoping it would be, because Legoland, I make sure when I come here I'm a little bit hungry because I always want to get some food. Something awesome coming 2020. That's going to be the Lego Movie World. We'll go take a look at the construction progress here in a little bit. I've been walking by these tree pieces this whole time. They have them scattered through the park. But what's really neat that I didn't notice is all the little bells are actually made of Lego pieces. And even the star on top is made of Legos. Kind of neat. Coming into Heart Lake City where they have the Lego movie world being built, now they have just a small tunnel to go through. They even closed off everything on this side. And it looks like they're re-theming that carousel to be the Lego movie because I can see characters on it. You can see a lot more buildings now from back here. This is just so strange. It makes me wonder if they're getting rid of the Heart Lake City area because all of these buildings were part of that. And I wonder if these ones are closed too. We'll get closer and see if they're closed. Kind of funny because on the walls, they're actually showing you what the land is going to look like a little bit. Looks like they're going to have something big in the dog building and some kind of water thing over on the side. I think it's safe to say Heart Lake City is going to be no more because you can't even access any of it. This tunnel just completely passes through the area. It's funny because the dog building, you can actually start to see take shape. Over there, you can see where they have the eyes outlined and the nose. Unfortunately, the biggest loss, I think, is going to be around the corner. Last time I was here, they had the place where you can get like chicken and noodles and stuff. It was really good. Obviously, there's no way to get back there, so it must be temporarily closed while they redo it. Hopefully, it's the same restaurant because it was awesome. Well, this is odd. Not only is the Fairy Tale Brook closed, but it's drained. And they even set like a little temporary metal ramp to cross the thing. I don't think I mentioned it yet, but it is a very slow day here in Legoland, the slowest I've seen. Anytime I've been here, it's typically been pretty busy. It's kind of funny, I just got off this Coastersaurus ride behind me because there was no line, I went on it. They're actually going around the track 2 times. So once you go up the drop, you go around the whole ride because it's so short. You just fly right through the station and you go through again. It's actually really funny. So nice thing to make the ride a little bit more exciting. Funny to see this fisherman asleep, but you'll see he has a bite. Now we'll actually go in the big shop and look around in there and take a look at that Bugatti again. Now I do have this gingerbread house set, but they have a miniature version right here. If you've seen the 4th episode of The Mandalorian, you now know what this is. And this ATST Raider is $49.99. Here's one more look at the Chiron. I didn't even notice because the engine noise is so loud, but they have a video talking about them building this car. Alright, you could probably still hear the Chiron behind me because every time they push that engine thing, it's so loud. Great day at Legoland. Really liked the food. Not as much Christmas stuff as I thought they'd have, I'll be honest. However, I think it's just on the weekends they have like characters out and all of that. Gonna miss Star Wars Land, Miniland. Curious to see what they're doing with it. But that is gonna do it. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not like and subscribe? The caravan is moving on.